Hello, everyone. Dave Rawson here. Thank you so much for joining me on this live this evening. I really appreciate that. Coming this evening to talk about these upcoming search I have on the 12th. It would be here on Saturday coming up. It's coming really fast. Just wanted to remind everyone who want to be a part of the search, who have signed up for the search, that we are having the safety briefing at 6:45 a.m. For those who plan to be there. It's very important if you guys can be there at that safety briefings for several reasons. One of the reasons is so you can hear a lot about what to expect when you're out there in the desert terrain. And some of the rules of my searches, things like we have the battle buddy system, meaning that we don't go out and wander off on our own. So it's very important you guys go out there to the safety briefing in the morning, and also to give me the opportunity to talk to you face to face. And like I say, when we out in searches, all searches are we are family. We are family members out there. Y'all call you my extended family, and I would like to personally thank each and every last one of you for coming out again for all these searches that I had searching for my son. I can't tell you every time feels the same. Just watching everyone who shows up, lending your time, your Saturday, your weekdays, some that came on the weekdays, to spend time out there in the desert with me. You spend your gas money, like I said, away from your family, things like that. So I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Especially, I remember the first search where, I was uncertain, excuse me, who all would show up, and here it is. I have had a lot of people. I think I had on very first search, I had at least 30 people, and from there they actually went up to like 200 people. So what I'm saying is just the opportunity of everybody that came out there to show their love to someone they don't know, to show love to my son, who is an American scientist. So again, I will be right back. I just want to put one brief thing on, and then I'll be right back. So hold on. I also want to thank the volunteers that come out here every weekend, volunteering their time.
Raise your hands real quick. Go to look down the line. These are your leads.
Okay, thank you again, everyone, for being here. I'm gonna put some things on the bottom of the screen there. The search is for my son is April the 12th, 6:45 a.m. The location will be off of Sun Valley Parkway, right there in Buckeye, Arizona. Sun Valley and West Rosewood Avenue is the address for those who are attending the searches to come out. There used to be Cactus Road. I know some of you remember Sun Valley Parkway and West Cactus Road. There's a new development out there now. When you go out there, you guys, I promise you, you will be very surprised to actually see actual roads out in the desert now. So I want to say, I'm really grateful to the Howard Hughes Corporation, who's given me the opportunity to go out there again, with their development. So again, I'm going to say what I said at the beginning for those who just jumped in. If you're coming out to the searches, please make every effort you can to be there at 6:45. I have a safety briefing for you, and also some things, information I want to share with you, along with the fact that I would love to shake each and every one of your hands, to speak to you direct, to let you know how grateful I am that you're actually at the search. Like I said at the beginning here, I remember the first search, and I remember this search coming up. The same feeling I always have going out into that desert is very difficult. But again, you see on the bottom of the screen here, the search for my son is April the 12th. It'll be at 6:45. The location is off on Sun Valley Parkway and West, off of Sun Valley Parkway and West Rosewood Avenue in Buckeye. It's going to be two locations depending on how many volunteers I have out there. So if you know anyone that's thinking about coming and you want to carpool, things like that, I need as many volunteers that I can. That's why I'm doing this live to talk about that. And one of the things is I have a lead that I'm following up on. for the desert itself. I have another lead, but this lead is just for that specific area in the desert that I want to search and do some line searches. And then the second location is, if you guys remember the map from the last live, that area that we were unable to get because of that place where this area is located. We can get some of that with volunteers, depending on how many volunteers I have. But the other part going on the other side of the Hansappa River be very difficult. I just have the logistics to actually pull it off. I will see once I get there with the equipment that I would have, especially with those who bring in their 4x4s, their vehicles, and who are willing to help me transport volunteers over that side. But if that fall apart, of course, I have a backup as well. I want to say again, I want to thank the Howard Hughes Corporation, who own the lands out there, for allowing us to be out in the search area, and also for the Buckeye Police Department, who agreed to do an area for me. I have them doing a specific grid to utilize cadaver dogs on a location that has a lead that I need to follow. So it's going to be two lead locations. One, the first lead location is where you guys will be line searching if you come out there and doing that line search in that area. The second lead will be for the Buckeye Police Department. And the third area is for, like I said, an area that we was unable to get in the previous searches. Now, I can say also I want to thank the Arizona Rangers, who will be a part of this search as well, to get that area up on the other side of Hansappa if I cannot get the volunteers over that way. So they would be my backup, also providing the medical aspect of it. So I really appreciate the Arizona Rangers for helping me out with that. And also, I want to thank a special thanks to Mr. Petito, Gab Petito's father, Joseph Petito, who will be joining me in the search. He said, "Hey, I'm willing to work anything you need me to do, Mr. Rouse. I'm out here to support." So I really appreciate him for lending a hand. He really expressed how he wanted. He decided a long time ago, you guys, to be a part of the search. As soon as I announced that I want to do a search, he already talked to me. He sent me a text and said, "Hey, look, I want to be a part of the search." And so, thank him again for to be out there with me. So again, you guys will see a joint interview with me and Mr. Petito. We'll be doing an interview on Friday. So you guys look out for that. Those who live in Arizona, it's one of those local channel things. But those who are listening out in Arizona, I would have a recording of that, and I can put it up on here on social media. So again, I just want to say thank you all for really helping me. Those who donated, those who cannot come out to the search but actually donated, I really appreciate you guys, because you know what? Hey, having a really big depth from my previous searches and my efforts, and have you guys to donate to make sure that this search is possible. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Again, that's love. That's love that I see that from the community, from everyone who's part of this grassroots movement. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know how to express it more than say thank you. I wish I could shake each and every one of your hands and give you a big hug and all that great stuff. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, it really means a lot to me. It also gives me the opportunity to put my foot on the ground, my boots on the ground. We'll be putting my boots on the ground. I'll be there Monday to Sunday. And the entire time I will be doing engagements with law enforcement. That's the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. That's the Department of Public Safety. That's the FBI field office, and also the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. Also, I don't want to leave out the Tempe Police Department in some aspects. So I will be doing a lot of work out there for this entire week. I know I'm going to be tired. I know that I will be doing one of the most difficult things. Again, that search is very difficult. It's an emotional time every time I go in the desert, but it's one particular thing that I have to do with me and my daughter is to start dismantling Daniel's storage stuff. So you probably hear the reflection of my voice is one of the most difficult parts. I remember taking things out of his apartment and didn't know what to keep and what not to keep. So you just take everything and put it in storage. It was too large of a storage. Then I had to go in there once before to eliminate some things, furnitures and things that we think that we can also replace it. When Daniel come back, we had the thought of that. My son will be coming back. Hopefully we'll find him. And so we had to make a downsize. To make a long story, And then now it got to a point where, it's very costly to have bills in Arizona and live in South Carolina. So we want to go ahead and eliminate those and make that hard decision of letting some of those things go. So again, it's going to be a very difficult time this whole entire week being out in Arizona. But you know what? It has to be done. So in case, again, I'm going to fight really hard for Daniel's justice, talking to law enforcement. And I'm telling people who's there in Arizona being in the watch. Of course, Friday, coming up, I am possibly doing a small sit-in, whether it's myself or many of you who want to decide to join in with me, but sit in at the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, depending on what I hear by Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm trying to make this week, everything you guys have helped me with financially and your efforts. I'm trying to make this very productive week to get everything done really quick as possible. My boots on the ground matters. It matters. You guys seen it for those 49 weeks. You've seen it for the 2 years, 2.5 years out in the desert. There's some fruitful things came out of everything, Daniel. So when I say fruitful, we got all the information, everything you guys know in public about my son's case. It didn't come from law enforcement. It came from my efforts being out there in Arizona. That's been on the ground, my boots on the ground. The flyer distribution, the city searches, the searches out there in the desert, the advocacy, I just could keep going on and on. The hiring of my private investigator. So all the stuff came off of those. So I really want to say thank you again. Thank you again. So just look at the bottom screen. Also, if you guys who want to join in on a couple things I need for the search is I need volunteers for line search for the line leaders. If you think you're going to want to be a line leader in the search, please utilize the phone number on the bottom to send me a text message. Let me know, hey, look, I want to be a line leader. I will be out there. Or you could email me at the please help find Daniel at yahoo.com and let me know that you want to be a line leader because we need line leaders because I'm expecting to have a lot of people. And when we go search that area up north from where Daniel's was last seen, we need to do the line. The line searches will, be very important. That's the way we found human remains and other items that was very important. So line searches are very important, but we need line leaders to help keep people in line, keep a straight line. So you guys understand that once we get out there. And also I provide you with the FRS radios. And if you have FRS radios, bring those out to the search as well. Everything you think you may need to help with the search, we can definitely use it. You have drones. I will have my drone out there, but you have drones. We'd like to you bring your drones as well. If you're coming back on horseback, if you're coming back, whatever you have, this search is very important. Hopefully we will. When I say hopefully, it's a hard feeling for me to say that. One thing for sure, I'm not hoping my son is out there. All these searches out there, I always say I would not want to find my son lying on the ground out there, of course. But if he is out there, I want to find every piece of him. So again, this is very important. Search. And I really appreciate you guys again for coming out there. And so if you have any equipment and things that you think you can be utilized out there, bring them with you. So again, I want to pivot forward and go to the website. And I'll see, we'll share this screen with you. We're going to start off with the website. That way you guys can see, know a little bit more to navigate the website. Please help find Daniel website. And for those who have not been on the website yet, of course, you got to sign a petition. This is some of the efforts they could do outside the searches. Donation, I'm always going to need donations. If we had an event, this tab would be for that. I had like the Day of Remembrance and things like that. The candlelight visuals, you'll see that on the event tab. Request flyers. These are free charge to you to get these flyers out. And I tell you guys, I go over it over and over again about how it's important to still have flyers out there. A lot of people don't see and understand that, but I'm telling you, it yields a lot of answers because, look, I don't want to go back over the details of that, but trust me, when those flyers are out there in your communities and different areas, it matters. I've run to people in Arizona who haven't even heard of Dan's case, and they live in Buckeye, Arizona. And so there's always room to put flyers out there. So why I wanted to cross the country and Daniel went missing in Arizona, because someone could have been in Arizona at the time and moved over to another part of the United States, and that flyer reached that person or Daniel himself. It's a situation where he's been captured or something going on that we just don't know. And someone saw something, those things help. So again, flyer distribution is very important. Also, to help with logistics wise, if you guys are printing the flyers out yourself, I really thank you. That's a form of donation. Truly appreciate you. So these two things go together: donation tab as well as the print the flyer. Volunteer in other ways tab. I haven't been utilizing the way I would like to, but that was doing the ambassador program that I had at first. But also it can be utilized for the Daniel Rosser Foundation for those who want to be help. You have some skills and things you would think that I can that benefit from. So, and this was one for you guys for Saturday for all the people who want to join in on the search. I'm asking you guys. Someone came in on the inbox to say, Ms. Ross, do we have to volunteer? Go through the sign-in sheet. You don't have to online. I just want as many people to come out to these searches as possible. But one thing we will have you to do is to sign in on the search, and I will explain that through the safety briefing. Everyone has to sign in. You have to sign in if you want to be part of the search. You have to sign in because we had incidents where people signed in, and you have to sign out. You have to sign in and also sign out. We have people who signed in for the search or who say they come out to search. They came through the safety briefing. They started going rogue on their own or something to that effect. And then once the search is over, we ended the search for that day. We check our list, and some people just didn't check out. And when they didn't check out, we thinking they're out there stuck in the desert. So now we spend another few hours out in the desert trying to find these people. And so it made it very difficult to determine that they actually went home. They just didn't sign out. And so, of course, because like I said, my search is always about volunteers. Of course, you guys know I want to find my son. I've been doing it for this many years now, and since 2021. And but I have not one time think is that is that I would put you guys at risk just to find my son. So it just won't happen. Not on my watch. I'm just not that kind of person. So again, it's very important because hey, look, someone loved you. You're a family member. Matter of fact, I look at you as my extended family member, and we want to make sure that you're safe. So that's very important to me. So that's the reason why I go through the streams of conducting the searches the way I like to search out there in the desert. So to make sure that everybody's safe. Again, the search again for this page, please help find Daniel. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see it a lot clearer. Make sure that you guys are not missing anything. But right down here, the pre-register for the search, again, you don't necessarily have to here online. I would like you to. And the reasons why, because it helped me determine how many people may show up. And I can't tell you just because, you sign in, and I can't say I've seen this in the past. I smile about it because I remember the local news was talking about how I had 1,000 people sign up for a search one weekend. And I was really excited. Had 1,000 people to sign up for the search. And I remember the news person said he has an army of volunteers of 1,000 people. And I did have those many, over 1,000 people sign up. But when all said and done, the actual search, we only had about 30 some people that actually showed up at the search. So I can't say, with the sign up online, it's very good to give me an idea because we kind of know that whatever the number is we have, we can kind of take away some of that because that's not going to be the actual number that shows up. I trust me, I've been doing this for a long time now, and it kind of still gives us a ballpark of what stuff we may need. Logistic wise, I want to make sure I have enough water, enough electrolytes for you guys. When I say electrolytes, that means snacks, granola bars, things like that that you guys need out there in the desert. To know how big of a cooling station I may need, just all the logistics when it comes to how many FRS radios I need to provide. So those, when you sign in online, it helps me out to kind of get those numbers of things I need. So that's the reason why I asked you guys to do that. But again, once you get to the search, you definitely have to sign in on this sheet to search with us. April the 12th, the search is for Daniel is April the 12th again at 6:45 a.m. Safety briefing. The search should start around 7 o'clock, 7:30 at the latest, depending on how long-winded I am when I'm talking on the safety briefing. Also, you guys, again, for those who cannot come out to the search, we still have the mail-in protest. I definitely need those thousand of these picket signs going out to these locations. You see it right here. Just come on the first part of the Please Help Find Daniel website, pleasehelpfinddaniel.com website, and you'll see the mail-in protest. and you'll see the information how you can participate in that. But definitely need you guys to continue that. So again, to volunteer to search, you will go to the volunteer to search tab, and you will see the page come up where you can actually sign up. Again, this is the information, guys. If you, for those who want to be proactive, how to do a line search. I want to hear the safety briefing. I have that here. The first video you see of me sitting there, this is the safety briefing that I put together for you guys to listen to. The second is showing you how to conduct line searches. And for those who want to volunteer to be a line leader, please watch this as well. Also, tips. So some people say, hey, Mr. Roswell, how should I dress? It could get hot in the desert. It could be cold in the desert. This time of year, it does both, believe it or not. And, you start off really cool in the morning, and then you're taking off layers. So I will tell people to wear layers. You can look at the weather you going out there, but make sure you carry things like she has the backpack there. Carry some things that you can take off clothes. Wear the clothes in layers where you can take off as needed, put back on. But also you're preparing for just watch the video, and she does it so well to explain those things. How you should be prepared for searching, being out in the desert and things like that. She say hiking, but it's the same concept. Search for Daniel 2025. Sign up. You guys can see this here, the form here, and the reason why, again, it gave me the idea of how many people you're bringing, how many people I should be expecting. Of course, minus the from our experience, but definitely give me an idea of how much stuff I need to provide. And also, you see some of the terms and consent that's there. And I want to give you a heads up on that terms and consent. It would be a little different when you get to the search here on the sign-in sheet, because that would be part of the sign-in sheet. That is because of the Howard Hughes Corporation, who now runs that land out there. They have their own separate concerns of things. So I will have a sheet out there for their sake as well. So you guys be prepared for that also. So again, I want to say thank you, everyone who wants to be a part of the search, who has already been a part of the search, those who have donated to the search, those who have donated for me to put my boots on the ground this week, to be able to engage law enforcement, to do all the things I've just spoke about. So I really appreciate it. Also, I want to lastly say, if you have a tip, it's not too late to talk about it, to bring my son home. You see the information right here on the bottom of the screen. I need those information. So if you have those, please, it's time to talk up. It's time to let us know what happened. For those who know exactly what happened to my son, who have information they've probably been hiding or holding back or reluctant to say, now's the time. Now's the time to clean your conscience and to bring some answers, give us some closures, me and my family. So just want to say the numbers on the bottom of the screen, 844-602-0660. You can remain anonymous 24 hours, 7 days a week, live operators. You can remain anonymous if you don't want to talk to anybody or anyone. You can just text the word tip to the same number. A form will come up. You still can remain anonymous if you like. So again, please, if you have information, please utilize the number below. I want to go into the chat session before I jump off real quick, and want to thank some of you for being here. Those who are on the Instagram side. Let me see if I can just share it anyway. It's gonna look kind of weird, you guys, but I'm showing you what I can see for those who are on the Instagram side. I cannot put you on the screen the way I would like to, but I just want to say thank you so much. I see you. In other words, I see you, and I want to say thank you for, again, thank you so much for being a part. Let me see if I can get myself back on the screen, though. Okay, there we go. But thanks so much for being a part of this live. Also, those who are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. People like Gail Morris, thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your prayers. Also, Earth, thanks so much for being here. Hello to you as well. Sentimental thoughts, you say, love and prayers to you and your family, and a safe return home for your son. Thank you so much. I really need those positive energies. So thanks so much. Also, I want to say thank you to Esther for always being here. Esther, thanks so much. I'm sorry that I do not have transportation to be there in person. I understand. Trust me, I understand, Esther. But I thank you for constantly being the support since I've been on this journey to find my son. You have always been there, so I really appreciate you. Ashes to ashes. Thanks so much. God bless you, and glad God bless you, David, and everyone. Thank you so much, Ashes to ashes. Also, we have Sandy Floyd. I'm sorry you have not found Daniel yet. May God give you strength and resources to continue until you bring him home. And I will continue to fight. Continue to fight for Daniel. I will continue to be in the gap and fight for his justice. I want to see, Ashes, you have something here. You say, is the meeting location a store parking lot? No, it is in the desert, of course, off of Sun Valley Parkway. It's not a parking lot in at a it's not to say a parking lot, but we have a little area where you can pull off of the paved road. It's be an open area where you can park your cars and things like that. And we'll be traveling from that point by foot. We start our line searches to the location where we actually be searching. So again, you guys, I really appreciate those who are able to make it out there. And if you come to Ashes, I hope that I can actually meet you as well and say thank you. Catherine, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for your prayers. I really need that. Also, thank you, Headstones, for being here. Where is the best place to donate? You can do that on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. That's pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You'll see a donation tab at the top. That would a good place to donate. It goes straight to the donation page. So again, you can do it that way. And thanks so much for the donations. That made everything possible. Also, thank you again, Esther. You have information here. Please save his favorite gemstone. Yes, yes, yes. You remember that, and that's kind of ironic you say that. I had a birthday Friday, and with family, we're discussing some of Daniel's things, and I was just talking about his rock collection, and I call them rock collections. And say I would love to see them someday. Could be surprisingly helpful. Yes, yes, and that's part of one of those things that's going to be very difficult when you're looking at everything that Daniel have left, and keeping those rock collection is one of them. But trying to find some of the other things to keep and what to throw out for good. The other difficult part about that process is the fact that the feeling is that you're actually erasing a person out your life in a sense, because now that you don't have any more of these things to hold on to, it's like you're almost like letting this person go. That's what it feels like to me. And so it's kind of hard to. It's almost like conceding that Daniel's not coming back for his things, right? So when we were putting things in the storage, and I first decided to put things in the storage, it was under the assumption that I would be finding my son, and he would have his things. So it's at the point, finding Daniel now is that we just have him start over with new things. So, Cookie, thanks so much for being here. Your determination and determination is commendable, and always aspiring. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate that. I wish you luck and strength doing your search for Daniel. He's a lucky kid to have a father like you. That's really nice. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. Lots of love to you and your family. Thank you. God bless you for saying that, and I really thank you for that. Thanks so much, and thank you for being here. Also, I have Lucia praying for progress and safety for you and all the volunteers. Yes, thank you so much. We need that, and I really, again, just like you, I really appreciative of the volunteers who coming out to the searches. Nancy, praying you find Daniel. Thanks so much, Nancy. Thank you for coming on the YouTube side. PM channel, you're always here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Hello to you. Just like Esther, you both have been here a long time, so I really appreciate you both. PM channel I sent contact information for some of these celebrities to see if they can donate. Like 50 Cent, Will Smith, Colin Kaepernick, Oprah, Tyler Perry, and to name a few. Veteran deserves support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, I have been reaching out to a lot of some of the same, but a lot of people as well. I remember the first time that I was able to get in contact with Joy Reid, for instance, who was able to get Daniel's story out there, and some of these others, Jada Pinkett Smith. to get Daniel's story out there. So, it is wonderful, wonderful, yeah, to be able to somehow get these names to hold a story. Because I tell you what, it changes a lot. It changes a lot when it comes to resources and people actually hearing that person, your loved one's name and the story. People are on the lookout. I'm on the lookout. So that always bring new leads. If Daniel's out there, somebody knows something, then help us in investigation as well. Reach for the Sky, thanks so much for being here. I truly appreciate it on the YouTube side. Again, Esther, thank you so much. And then Tracy, thank you so much for always being here as well. Constantly being here, I really appreciate you. Prayers for this Saturday, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. We need that. We need those positive energies. Again, you guys, the search is April the 12th at 6:45. The information is on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com. You also can get the information here on the bottom of the screen. The location, again, will be off of Sun Valley Parkway and West Rosewood Avenue in Buckeye, Arizona. I know many of you remember the Sun Valley Parkway and West Cactus Road. West Cactus Road necessarily don't really exist. It exists, but matter of fact, let me show you guys what it looks like out there now. For those who've been on the searches before, you probably remember coming up Sun Valley Parkway. This is a map, you guys, of the area that we'll be going to. You come up Sun Valley Parkway. This used to be West Cactus Road. Used to be, I'd say, roughly right up in here. Used to be up here, or it could be when I think about it again. Because they moved everything around, you guys. Some of the roads that we were familiar with just don't exist anymore. But they went ahead and took I'm using them so you guys can know exactly who's been out in the search with us. This is where we used to always park the cars. I had someone that's questioned a while ago where we park. Is a parking lot? No, we used to have, and a matter of fact, this could have been West Cactus Road here, probably this new Travellis Road. It was a dirt road. It would come straight on down. This is the same road that Ken said Daniel traveled, following him into the desert. Come down the road here to get to the well site that would be up north, up this way. But to get to where the vehicle was last found, and also to search location where the vehicle was doing that area, we'll come down this road here and cut off this direct. Well, actually, I think it went this way, and then come across. We'll pass the power station here, for those who remember, and then you keep coming straight until we get to this area called the quarry. This is the quarry area where we parked the cars. And the vehicle was found somewhere up in this area right here. Somewhere in this area here is where the vehicle found. If I had to pull up the other map, you guys can see that a lot better. Let's see if I can do that real quick. Let's see that, or I want to make sure you guys can see this. I see, good, did it here. We're gonna get it right here. I'll get it right in a second, you guys. Okay, this set the map, and you guys can see where some of the areas. This is not all accurate anymore, but this is some of the area that we're searching the colors, and we had a lot more areas searched. But I want to, let me see if I can get some of this off here, so you guys can see how we did the searches. And I'm gonna take some. Yeah, there we go. But the same road I was showing you guys on that quarry area, this would be pretty much the same. This is the older version of that map you see right here. This was the Cactus Road, and it cuts off and go across over here to this. Let's see if I can get a little closer. It might show a little better. But let me take some of the stuff off too. If we can get all this off, you guys might can see this a little better. All right, let's see. There we go. Come down West Cactus Road, and we used to cut across here. Again, this is the power station there. And this is where you guys were parking. And like I said, the vehicle's found here, right? And so we used to travel up here to get to this location where the vehicle's found. So again, if you were going up north, this is new development. They changed those roads from this map. This is an old map. This is where the location where they say Daniel's last seen at this well site here. So again, when you come out to this search, all of this is more developed. All these little roads you see here, they are actually roads now. And we just simply will be driving out into this location here. We are parking up in here, this area. They're going up. Actually, we're not be coming here, but we go straight across this direction to make up to another well site location here to do a search that's going to be up in this area. So you can see all this little gray area here. I had got a tip along this area, this road that go across here. I got a tip of that we have to search a little area here that's not too far from the well site. So again, you guys will explain that to you guys on the search itself, and you guys will see again. If you're coming down this road here to park in this area for those who are doing the second part of that search. The second part of the search would be in this area across the. This is the Wagner Wash, but it'd be closer to this. I want to make sure I get a map. I have this different map, but it'd be somewhere on the other side of this Hansappa River, and I believe it's right in this area right here, from my own recollection. It'd be right in this area because we have this area we call Pride Rock right here. This is a raised area of a mountain area, so I know you guys probably looking at it on this map. It's hard to determine that, but I know what I'm seeing. I've been in this area so much in this desert. I can look at this and almost see it like the back of my hand. I've been out here so long. I know this desert. So again, I want to say again, I think the Arizona Rangers who would be doing this area for me. I'm not going to point out where the Buckeye Police Department is because we have to make sure volunteers are staying away so the canines can do their job. But trust me, the Buckeye Police Department would be in this general area. So while y'all here on the searches with me on the Saturday, the Buckeye Police Department will be out there on the search as well. I'm sure they may have personnel at the command center with us, but definitely have the Arizona Ranger at the command center, and we have the Arizona Rangers to be in this area also where Pride Rock is. So again, volunteers, the rest of everyone of us will be going up north, again, up in the area up north here for the search across the area here. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for joining in on this live. I truly appreciate it. I'll see if I can navigate myself back on the screen. But I really appreciate the time you're listening to me on this live. Again, to reiterate what I was saying earlier, if you are being a part of the search and you want to be a part of the when I say the line, so you want to be a line leader for the line searches, please hit me up. Please help find Daniel at yahoo.com. Again, let me put the number on the bottom of the screen. So you guys can also utilize the phone number there, text message. Let me know you can be a part of the line searches, and then I have special instructions for you. Some things I want to line up for you because I need volunteers. I may need also a few volunteers for the command center too. I do have the Arizona Rangers that we're helping out with that somewhat, but I want to really free them, except for the medical personnel. I want to free them up to possibly do those searches. What I was just saying to you guys to cover that area for me. So to do that, I have my A team, but we definitely need more staff members as well for the command center. So if you're interested in that as well, being a part of the command center, working the radios to making sure everybody sign in to certain things like that, let me know that as well. Again, with the information you see on the bottom of the screen, the phone number there, you can text. I will be looking out for that this week. And I know, I'm sorry for those who've been utilizing this number a lot and get slow responses. I get so much at one time, but this will be a time now that I have to dedicate totally on stuff for Daniel starting Monday. I'll be in Arizona Monday. So that cell phone, that number will be on hand right there with me. So if you guys want to contact me directly, that's the number to use. And I prefer you guys if you can text, because I probably will be talking to law enforcement, things like that. So you can text me. It'll be easier. If you rather use the email address, that's the email address as well. So again, I'll be monitoring that because I do go over the volunteers and I see everyone who signed in and say, hey, I want to be a part of search. I want to say thank you so much for doing that. Again, if you have any tips, please utilize this tip number on the bottom of the screen. That's 844-602-0660. So thank you again, everyone. I think that should be it. I just wanted to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining in, those who are on the Instagram side, being a part of this live. Again, thank you, Kayla, for being here. I see your message there. I work for a veteran-owned business in Mesa, and I am going to try to reach out to the people and a lot of veterans to see if anyone is available to help. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We need all the volunteers and people we can. And you also wrote that if anyone on the east side wants to have a meet up spot and talk beforehand, let me know. It's called Ciders Court, and we can meet up and chat. And if you don't mind, Kayla, can you utilize that number below and send me a quick text with that information? I really can use that. And if it's in any way possible for me to do that as well with the Ciders Court, I would do that too. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and thank you. And Patty, thank you so much for your continued prayers. And let's see here. Okay, and I don't know if that part of the conversation. So thanks so much. I really appreciate everyone. I think that's the comments that I have. And okay. So thanks so much, everyone. And I got one more comment here, and I want to throw this up. Ashes. We'll keep Daniel, David, and the volunteers in prayer. Thank you so much again. I really need that. So thank you, everyone, and we will talk to you soon. Next time you hear from me on a live, I'll be in Arizona in the hotel room. I will do a live throughout the week. And those who are in Arizona, look out for an interview for the local news. We'll have me on the local news to discuss the search on Saturday. Hopefully that brings more volunteers. Again, I want to say special thanks to Mr. Petito, Gab Petito's father, who will be out there in the search with me. He is saying this for weeks. He sent me a text message weeks ago expressing that he wants to be a part of the search. So I really appreciate him being out there showing his love and support. He has always been doing that. So just want to thank him for doing that. Also, the Arizona Rangers again for being a part. I want to thank the Howard Hughes Corporation. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. That corporation for allowing us to utilize their land to access area for the search. And let's see who I make sure I'm not leaving anyone out. The Arizona, the Buckeye Police Department for bringing cadaver dogs out there to search a specific grid that I would like them to search. I gave them the coordinates for that to follow up on a lead that I received. And I want to thank everyone who signed up for the searches to follow up on the second lead that would, that's very promising by doing line searches. So again, thank you to everyone who's a part of this. Oh, and lastly, I forgot, like I said, I won't leave anyone out. Everyone who donated their money. Thank you so much. God bless you. I truly appreciate you. God bless you. So again, I think that's it this time. I really am going to go this time because I had to get all packed up and get ready to go. So thank you guys. I love you all. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. This really means a lot to me, my family, to be able to have another opportunity to put my boots on the ground, to engage with law enforcement, to push the issue, to be able to clear Daniel things. You just name it. All the stuff's happening this week. There's a lot. So when you see me at the end of the week and I look tired, I'm going to be very tired. I know come Sunday, I'm going to be very tired because I'm hitting the ground in Arizona running. So again, thank you guys for all you do, all your love support. And I guess I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves.
At the break of dawn, in the middle of the Arizona desert, a crowd of strangers meet for one purpose.
You guys coming out here to help me out. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart.
To help another stranger, a father, desperately searching for his 24-year-old son, Daniel Robinson.
Since he was a child, he liked to challenge everything.
He was born with a challenge.
And I wanted to introduce him to prosthetics because he's born one hand. We quickly learned that that's something that Daniel didn't want. He let nothing stop him. He decided to be a geologist once he got into freshman year in college. He excelled that. He graduated with honors.
Daniel's first job is checking the viability of water wells in the Arizona desert.
He loved this area, of course, because of the rock formation. You're a geologist, this is the best place to be.
But the terrain became a hellscape for his dad when Daniel went missing back in June from his job site. And what number search is this?
This is search number 14.
Navigating the dangers in the desert, the Army veteran knows firsthand time is of the essence.
When I called the Buckeye Police Department, they told me that I had to wait an extra 3 hours because they had a 12-hour, report time when you can say a person is missing. Then I called them back and put in a missing person report. I got very worried. That's when I got very worried. I asked the Buckeye Police Department to go out and search that area. The officer told me that they were going to send a vehicle out there, a helicopter out to search for him. I was relieved. And then he called back an hour later and said, no, it was a no-go. I'm his dad, and he's my son. I've lost all sense of reality. At that moment, I said, you know what? They're not going to look for my son. I'm going to have to do it myself.
Before he arrived, police did decide to search on foot and with helicopters. This is the last place your son was seen?
My last place.
What do you think happened, David?
I think a lot happened here. I'm very suspicious.
But he doesn't know what. A month in, there's a break in the case, and police call Robinson.
I got afraid, actually, that it's going to be some bad news. He said, no, we just found his vehicle.
Some ranchers found it, and then at that point, we conducted our investigation and additional searches.
What was the condition of the car? If it had rolled over, it sounds like it was pretty bad.
Yeah, the car was on its side. The sunroof was kicked out at that point, so he might have exited through the sunroof.
His wrecked car in a ravine, both airbags deployed, Daniel's cell phone, clothes he was wearing that day, and a case of water all found at the crash site. But not Daniel.
People don't just disappear into thin air.
True.
Does that sort of feel like what's happened here?
Yes. Yeah, it's very, very challenging case.
No matter how much the family asks for this to be a criminal investigation, can you make that happen?
We can't make up evidence. Absolutely suspicious circumstances related to the case.
Frustrated and heartbroken, Robinson hired a private investigator. Where are we going?
Down here is where the vehicle was recovered from.
Is that the glass from the car?
Yes.
When you looked at this accident, what are the discrepancies that you noticed right away?
I believe it was in more than one collision.
What does the data from the black box of the car tell you?
That there was 11 additional miles on the vehicle since the airbags came out.
What does that tell you?
That tells me it was crashed somewhere else.
Does that sound suspicious? What explains that?
Well, we had the national expert that came in and provided us his findings, and then they ended up speaking to an expert at Jeep, and the expert says, yes, sometimes that happens, and it's not unusual.
But the data also shows someone tried to start the car 46 times after the crash.
That's something we can't explain.
It begs the question, again, the family is saying it's criminal. It's got to be a reason danger. Do something.
Right. No, I agree. But we need information. We need evidence.
He's got a lot of theories. His words, I think, were, I don't think they cared. What do you say to that?
Couldn't be furthest from the truth.
Losing hope, Robinson began pleading for media coverage.
It literally took 3 months.
While Robinson searched for his son, the country became riveted by media coverage of another missing persons case, the case of Gabby Petito.
In my situation, people think I love our children less or something, or they're less important.
In 2020, more than 543,000 missing persons records were filed. More than 480,000 were cleared. And 40% of the missing are people of color.
There are a lot of Gabby Petitos and Natalie Holloways in the Black and Brown community.
That's why former police officer Derica Wilson co-founded Black and Missing Inc. and says too often their cases go untold. Eventually, local stations did stories and citizens began helping search. Did you know Daniel?
No, I just wanted to help.
You're just helping out a stranger on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? I can't imagine what that man's going through.
As the search for Daniel goes into its 5th month, another family is in the midst of a terrible mystery for a 5th year. The family of Nikki and Ariana Fitz.
Ariana is very energetic, very happy.
2-year-old Ariana went missing under the most suspicious of circumstances in the San Francisco Bay Area in 2016. Her mother, Nikki Fitz, was found in a shallow grave in San Francisco's McLaren Park, but Ariana was gone.
It breaks my heart that Ariana's not with her mom, and Ariana's not with her family. But it also breaks my heart even more is that I know that Nikki wants nothing more than Ariana to be with us, to be home.
Tessa Fitz says she is convinced her niece Ariana was taken by people close to Ariana's mother. San Francisco police searched for weeks. They had some leads, but no arrests. A digitally altered photo was made of what she may look like now.
And she's 8 now. I don't want to see this in a picture. I want to see her face in person.
Should Ariana Fitz be a household name like JonBenet Ramsey?
Absolutely. Why is her case any different from Kaylee Anthony? I can tell you, the color of their skin is the only difference.
For 5 desperate years, the family has continued searching using flyers, social media, and Black and Missing Inc.
Do you think it has anything to do with color?
I try not to put myself in the mindset of the race issue with her media coverage. All I want is for there to be the media coverage for her. I think she deserves that.
The Fitz and the Robinsons want only one thing, with hugging their missing children once again.
Do you think that Ariana is still alive?
I do believe that Ariana is still alive, and it would mean everything to me to know where she is and to find her. I wait for that day every single day. I believe that day will come.
How long will you search?
Till I find my son. I have to. I mean, he's my responsibility.
Sarah Seidner, CNN, Buckeye, Arizona.